To create a print of good print quality, the first thing I'm going to do is scoop out a little bit of printmaking ink, roughly about the size of a nickel, up to about the size of a quarter, depending on your printing plate. Okay, so I have something that looks like this for mine. Okay, mine has a lot more raised area that will hold the ink here, so I'm putting a little bit more ink on my tray. Most people will need roughly about a nickel size worth. Then I'm going to take my brayer and I'm going to roll it in multiple directions. So I'm going to start by rolling it up and down, then I'm going to roll side to side. And I want to spread this ink using the brayer all over this ink tray. The main reason why I want to do this is I want to evenly coat my brayer. Okay, so I want this roller here to have an equal amount of ink on it. Bella's in the video. Okay, so right now it's evenly coated. Okay, it's not overly so life is good. All right, I'm now going to spread this ink on my printing block. So I'm going to roll this in multiple directions, maybe do 2 passes, re-dip in my ink tray here, a couple more passes. Okay. And what I'm looking for is I'm looking for the surface to be entirely glassy, not glassy, but entirely glossy. And I tend to look at it from the side just to see if I have, like, if the entire surface is shiny, which it is. So now I am ready to print. Okay. Now at this point in time, my paper goes on top of my printing block. The reason why we do this is our stamps are bigger than a lot of stamps that you would use elsewhere. And this way we can control the amount of pressure we put on the back of our paper. Okay. I'm going to use at this point a burnishing tool. So to burnish just means to rub. And so I'm going to start by using the flat side of my spoon all over the back of my piece, including the edges. Notice that my hand is on my paper so that my paper doesn't shift around. Okay. If you just burnish it like this without holding it down, your print could shift. It could halo a little bit. Okay. And so right now, I have burnished the entire back of it, and I'm going to check each corner here. And what I'm looking for is if I see sort of these staticky areas where it sort of looks a little bit white where it should be black, what that tells me is it tells me I need more pressure. Okay, so I'm seeing that from all corners. I'm going to lay those corners back down, and then I'm going to use the backhand handle of my burnishing tool to apply direct pressure. Okay, so I can apply direct pressure to this corner, check it, that looks a lot better. Okay, if I still see areas that need more direct pressure, I can lift it up, put it back down. So this I can tell needs a little bit more direct pressure. Okay, so I'm applying that where I feel like it's necessary. Okay. And what I'm noticing is this bottom area here needs a little bit more pressure. Looking good. Top area needs a little bit more pressure before I pull it. Okay, I'm gonna pull it just for the sake of time. And so this is what I have. All right, so let me lay this down and share this with you. Okay, so right now, I would say that this print is probably maybe about 96, 97% good in terms of print quality. What we're looking for with print quality is that the black areas are pure black. Okay, so we don't see the white of the paper through, so I see that in most areas here. Also, I'm looking at my white lines here. White lines should not have ink in them, which they don't. If your white lines do have ink in them, that means that you over-inked your plate, okay? So this is what a final print looks like in terms of print quality. So good luck with that.